Welcome to MOOC course on Abhidhamma Pali. Today's module is an outline of the Kathāvatthuppakaraṇa. The objective of this module is twofold. First is to understand the authenticity of Kathāvatthuppakaraṇa and its place in Abhidhamma Pitaka. Second is its nature, methodology and importance. Now let's begin with introduction. According to the great commentator Acharya Buddha Ghosh, Buddha's teachings, that is Buddha Vachan, have been classified and divided into several categories from the different standpoints of subject matter. Among these classifications of Buddha Vachan, one category, that is Pitak Vasen Tividam, based upon the standpoint of the subject matter of the teaching of the Buddha, is more important and of genuine interest. Therefore, this division of Buddha Vachan included three Pitak. These Pitaks are Vinay Pitak, Sutta Pitak and third is Abhidhamma Pitak, and these collectively known as Tipitak. In Abhidhamma Pitak, the Buddha's scholastic, special and higher teachings is collected. We see that it deals with the profound and higher teachings related to the ultimate realities, consist of 7 texts, and these texts are also known as Pakarana. Namely, first one is Dhammasangani, second is Vibhang, third is Dhatu Katha, fourth is Puggal Panyati, fifth Kathāvatthu, sixth Yamak and last one, seventh is Pathan. Now we are going to deal with the place of Kathāvatthu in the Abhidhamma Pitaka. Traditionally, Kathāvatthuppakaraṇa is the fifth book of the Abhidhamma Pitaka of the Theravada tradition. This numerical order, that is fifth, has been supported even by the old tradition during the era of Buddha Ghosh to the present time. Moreover, we find arguments, dispute and different views among some scholars in the context of this numerical order as the fifth position of the text. The Mahabodhi Vansh, a text, ranks it third in order rather than fifth. Winternitz ranks it as the seventh last book. According to Lady Sayadaw Mahathir, it holds a nearly midway position in Pitak in virtue of the nature of its contents. We see that on the one hand, the Kathāvatthuppakaraṇa quotes from the Dhammasangani, the Vibhang and the Pathan, the first two and the last book. However, on the other hand, it is given to understand the Yamak, the sixth book of the Abhidhamma, was compiled to clear up the difficulties left by the Kathāvatthu. It may be assumed that Kathāvatthu was compiled at least when some contents of the first, second and the last book of the Abhidhamma Pitaka were already established as an orthodox doctrine, that is Vibhajyavad or Theravada in Sasan. However, the book's name first, second and last is questionable. Rhys Davids also states that this Kathāvatthuppakaraṇa is a patch quilt work. Kathāvatthuppakaraṇa is the only text in Theravada Buddhist canon, Theravada Buddhist Tipitaka, of which a definite date and a separate author other than Buddha are acknowledged. It is compiled against the Semitic Buddhist monk groups, or we can say schools, existing in the 3rd century BCE, or we can also say that which are already existed. It was recited at the 3rd Buddhist Council, which is also known as Tatiya Bauddha Sangiti, at Patliputra, and this place is known as present Patna, and it was conveyed by Emperor Ashok, and it was held approximately BCE 246. It is also stated that the oldest part of the Kathāvatthu are to be related to the Sarvastivād text, that is Vigyankaya, and suggest that these must date back to the 3rd century BC. After analyzing the Ashokan inscription, we have some points that are extremely helpful in dating Kathāvatthuppakaraṇa. It cannot be a mere incident that the punishment prescribed to the heretics and Semitic by Emperor Ashok is the same as instructed to them at the Tatiya Sangiti. Another, the edict was issued only after the convention of the Tatiya Sangiti or Third Buddhist Council, after the 17th regnal year of Emperor Ashok, because edicts have been ascribed to the period between 29th to 38th regnal year of Emperor Ashok. The last one should guide the royal officials in deciding whether any particular bhikkhu or bhikkhuni are heretics and create schism or bhed in order or sangha. For this, it is suggested that guiding authority, rules and regulations were proposed in Kathāvatthuppakaraṇa, which was set forth during Tatiya Bauddha Sangiti or Third Buddhist Council, which intended to refute all heresy and heretics which were unorthodox. The Kathāvatthuppakaraṇa is added as the last piece to the Abhidhamma Pitak, which is then confined to the 7 texts. The author of the Kathāvatthuppakaraṇa established the Abhidhamma Pitak as an independent identity in the Tipitak. The authenticity of the Kathāvatthuppakaraṇa